battle of the late breakers, and Elite Risk gets it.
Not late break, Money War's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, look at that. Pegdoniak and Charlie going at it. Go on. Side by side to the last corner. Who's going to get the better traction? Race on the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line. Good evening everyone and welcome back to 7th Gear Racing. It's the start of round 5 and this week we are at the Temple of Speed, Monza. After emerging victorious at Hungary last week, Benster finds himself back at the top of the Tier 1 standings in the comps tonight. It's just me, Jake's racing again tonight, so we get another solo show. So Monza then, 11 turns, 27 laps, there are 2 DRS zones with plenty of overtaking opportunities, which we'll get to in just a moment. Past winners on the screen you can see now include Ogween and Aiden 1. Both should be racing tonight. So the first action zone then will be into turn 1, the turn 1 chicane. At the end of the first DRS zone. I expect to see a lot of action there tonight. Action zone number 2 will of course be into Ascari, the kind of horrible chicane into turns 8 and 10. At the end of the second DRS zone, you've got to be very much ahead to gain there. Oh, hang on. There we go. Apologies, I pressed the wrong button. Right, so the guys are out. Let's have a quick look. Everyone should be on soft tyres because it's dry. Looks like we're on with Rhino. Looks like he's the first one out the pits as well, which makes a change. But the Alpine will go ahead though. So is that going to be Fusion? It is Fusion Gamer. Fusion filling in tonight, so he'll be looking to score some valuable points. Hopefully, get some practice in for tomorrow. So you see no elite risk tonight in the McLaren. But we do have the 2 main championship contenders in Ogween and Benster. I mentioned earlier about Benster retaking the lead. Obviously, Ogween finished P7 last week in Hungary in mixed conditions. Go watch it if you haven't yet. Go find us on YouTube. Just type in 7th Gear Racing or 7GR and you'll find us very easily. So the gap at the top is now 11 points after Benster got the win and fastest lap. Ogween with that 7th place really costing him a lot. It's been to and fro so far. In fact, the podiums of those two so far, they're both very consistent. So, you know, Ogween so far has finished 1st, 3rd, 1st and 7th. Benster 2nd, 1st, 3rd and then 1st. So, I imagine Benster will be no doubt looking for another podium to maintain that streak tonight. Looking very tidy from Fusion Gaming, that did. Let's see what kind of benchmark he can put down. A bit of 120, will it? A 119.8, so a decent lap. Rhino's invalidated, so he won't be going across. The two Haas drivers, is he on a fast one? He is. MFG, he'll cross the line over 21.8, so I'm thinking I want to go a bit faster than that. Who else is on? Who else is close? Aurelian in the Alfa Romeo. Can he take a provisional pole off Fusion Gamer? Looks like he may do, given how he exited. And there you go, a 19.5. Decent lap there. Oh, here we go then. Ogween. I really hope we don't get that view tonight. It looks that view sucks. So, around the final corner. The Parabolica, of course. Here comes Ogween then. It looks like it's going to be a fast one at 19.222. So 3/10 quicker than Aurelian. Alright, who else is on a fast one? We've got the Alpine of Medal. Probably not as fast, but a 19.5 puts him in P3. So a close field so far with Icy setting the 19.9. Rhino on his second attempt. After invalidating his first lap. What kind of lap can Rhino put in? A 120.4 sees him go P7, so not a great start from him. Well, Benster then, our championship leader. Let's ride on board, shall we? So look how easy traction is these days. Look at that, full throttle, pretty much as of halfway round. Can he challenge Ogween for the provisional pole? On the apparent as he can, drift a little bit to the left. Now keep right to keep the track as tight as possible. 119.354. It doesn't dethrone Ogween, but it does put him on the front row. Who's next? Okay, Gorniak. Is he going a bit slow? He's going a bit slow. What about Kieran? He's going a bit slow. Will Gorniak, will he finish it? No, he goes in. And Kieran, is he on an out lap? He is. Okay then, let's ride on board with Kieran 1, shall we? He's a driver that could well dethrone Ogween at the top. He's showing good pace so far, but he hasn't been able to get the kind of results his pace deserves so far. And the podiums have all been shared by 5 drivers so far. So Ogween, Benster and Elite Risk. And then Simba and Blonde with 1 podium each. Blonde a reserve driver, so you probably won't see him much. But of course Simba, who got his first podium of the season in Hungary last week. And with Elite not racing tonight, there'll be an opportunity for someone else to step up. If Ogween and Benster decide to hog it again, and someone will be able to step up. You can see a little bit less confident on the throttle. You can see there was that half a second maybe where he was on the throttle a bit less than Benster, so you can see where Benster carries the extra speed. Well, that turning looked a bit better, didn't it? Again, a bit slower to go on the throttle. But it's looking like a decent lap from Kieran 1. And he does a 19.4, which does put him in P3. And in amongst that, Zeno did a 19.5. He's in P4 now. Right, what about Turner? He's back tonight. Good to see him back. He has just started a lap, I believe. He has. Oh, no, Jake's retired. I didn't see that. What happened there? Did he make a mistake at the Lesmos? That's where most people get you, but I didn't see that. What about Mashton? Can he get in the 120s? Nope, a 120.9, but it's in P11. Alright, so let's ride a... Oh, let's say let's ride a Turner, but he's already gone off the circuit, so I can't imagine he'll be finishing that. What about Krigmit? Probably one of the... Whoa! That looked like he was sliding into that corner there. He was all out of shape, wasn't he? Looked very all out of shape. But let's see with nonetheless, in case he decides to go all flat out. Is that really? Is he on another lap? Is he already? I think he is, you know. Already on his second run of the evening. 2 temps up. Oh, yeah, that'll put the cat amongst the pigeons if Aurelian can improve by that much. We've seen Aurelian as well this season so far recapture some of the pace he had in the early seasons of the 7GR. He just never had the luck. Here's once again about the luck. But the speed is just about there. 4 temps. I'll tell you what. If he can keep this up, this is looking at just in the white line. See, he's looking for professional pole here. This could be an absolute stonking lap from Aurelian if he keeps it up. The crowd will go wild here. Oh, final corner. It's looking good. It's looking good. There, 19.0. What a lap there from Aurelian. Woo, almost 2 temps clear of Ogwin. That is an amazing lap. Well done, sir. All right. What about Simba? Yet to set a time. God, we are going to get this view a lot tonight, aren't we? Ugh. Come on, Cody's. Why do we want to see... We don't want to see this, do we? When the main overtaking places where cars are close, we do not need to see that view. Right. Time for Simba to negotiate the Parabolica. It's looking pretty decent, to be fair. It's going to put him in the top 5 at least. And there you go, a P3 for 19.3. A very good lap there. Sees the Mercedes driver go into P3. And Ogwin is... Oh, look at that. Ogwin's up by 2 temps. So now, once again, this all... dislodge Aurelian. And could we see Ogwin get into the 18s? As we see this absolute beauty of a view. We all love it. We love to see it. It's the best view on the game. As into Ascari comes Ogwin. A purple sector 2. Here we go then. What kind of lap are we about to see from Ogwin? He approaches the Parabolica. Down into 5th gear. Hang slightly left. Bring it back in. Make the track tight. And he does a 118. 118.719. Half a second quicker than he went previously. Wow, the gauntlet is down. And Firmsy, I haven't seen him yet tonight. He is in P3 of 19.0. Look at that, 0.01 behind Aurelian. Wow, and Zach is P4. Benson currently down in P5. But it's Benson's turn now to come around the final corner. It's looking okay so far, to be honest. It's looking like a really good lap as well. 119.070 puts him in P2. So we currently have an Alfa Romeo 2-3 at the moment. Times are tumbling. Oh, and that's the Krigmit. Sorry, it is Krigmit in the wall. There's a spin there. It's a bit of an odd place to have a spin, but okay, right. So McDermott, I believe, is now permanently in the Williams after Vegeta unfortunately couldn't make it to the majority of races. So McDermott has his full-time seat. He's looked promising so far as he goes wide, but he managed to keep the game. Didn't flag that as track extension. Has oh, look at that then. Turner on his wheel. 118.5. How did he do that? I'll be honest, I was not expecting that tonight. He's been learning the wheel I know he put an assist back on, and wow, the championship, the current champion from season 10 is on provisional pole by 2 tenths. Stonking lap. What about Kegoniak? How's he going to fare? Get to set out of time along with McDermott. It's looking pretty decent from Kegoniak. Should see him in the top 10. And there you go, a P6. So, P6, P5 and P6 for Red Bull. Just look how close the field is. 19-0, 19s. You've got 3 drivers in 19 zeros. And then you've got 1, 2, 3 drivers on 19 twos. And you've got 19-3, 19-5, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So look at that. There's a second between 3rd and 15th. Now that is a tight field, if I ever saw one. So I think pretty much everyone is in the pit, or I think looks like we'll stay with Fusion. I think he is on a fast one. He was, of course, the first one to put a lap down. His original provisional pole time has been bettered by 1.3 seconds. Coming up to the second split now. Let's see what kind of time he has made or lost. He is just under half a tenth up. I won't see him move up the field if he stays in that trajectory. You notice how Fusion Gamer, oh, so close to the line, stayed in 6th gear around there, and he does a 19.5, so he does improve by 2.5 tenths. So he gained some more time there in the last sector. So sees him in P11. I think he'll be happy with that. Currently ahead of his teammate medal. I don't think anyone else, apart from MFG, is on a fast one. No, he's on a slow one now. So I guess we wait to see who comes out where. I think Firmsy is going to be the person to start his final run first, so we'll stay with him. And then there you go, everyone coming out the pits now, under 2 minutes to go then. Look at that, look at Sector 1. All the cars are going to be to and fro in. So, what can Firmsy do? Let's have a look. Onto the first chicane. Riding those curves nicely. Up into 3rd gear early. Hugging the right hand side. Even going on the curb. It's like you won't like to see it in the race. And that's a purple sector 1 for Firmsy then. Very good time. Trying to negotiate the Lesmos. Oh, he's invalidated. What a shame. If anything, he needs to slow down and save his ERS for next lap. But he's out of fuel as well. Oh, that's a bummer. That is a bummer. So, what about Aurelian? Aurelian is currently down. Benster is just starting. Zach has just started. What about Kieran 1? He's just started. Simba's just started. Meadow is just starting. Ice just starting. So I guess we look for, is it Rhino? Here we go. Rhino is a couple of tenths up. Can he get closer to the top 10? He can. P9. 119.2 and improving by half a second. So very good. Very, very good. Right, who's next? Is it a Ferrari? Quick on his out lap. So is that the Mercedes? Who is it? Is that Simba or is that Will? It is Simba. He's currently down after sector 2. And so this is it then. Oh, we've got a yellow flag. The Aston Martin of Kieran has binned it at Ascari. And that could well have put other people off their final run. As Simba will cross the line, and he does a 1:19.0, which puts him P5. So Ogwing around the final corner. No, we'll stay with Benster then. We've got a couple of guys cut round in the corner, but I think this is the person to watch. Benster. Can he get close? He goes third. He goes third. What about Ogwing then? He's currently being almost blocked by the Mercedes there, and he aborts. Oh dear. So I think that, ladies and gentlemen, will be that. Okay, going it just invalidates. I did that, and yeah, there you go. Decent qualifying there. Turn up for the books there, really. I was, after his form in the first couple of races with the wheel, I certainly was not expecting that, but obviously sounds like he's been sweating that a lot. Good to see him back up the front. Mercedes 1 and 6. Alpha 3rd and 5th. Red Bulls finds himself 7 attempts. Krigwit down the bottom there. I think he'll want to see an improvement in the race. We know he's got the pace to hang in the upper midfield at least. Right then, here is your grid for tier 1 Monza. So, on pole is Turnover, absolutely storming 18.5. Joining him on the front row will be his ex-teammate Ogween. Benster and Zach will line up on the second row with Arulian and Simba in P5 and P6. Firmsy and Zeno are P7 and P8. Bro 5 of the grid goes to Medal and Kegorniak. Kieran 1 outside the top 10 in P11 with Rhino in P12. And then we got Mash, Icy, Fusion Gamer, Krigmit, MFG, and then we got McDermott and Jake, who didn't set a time. Alright, let's see what time our Lord and Saviour Jake says we're going to be going tonight. Will it be 20:59? It is! We're going at 20:59. So unless someone readies up, that's when we're going. And so while that's going there, I will quickly pop the standings on, just so you can see how close he is at the top and in Constructors. Here we go. The lights are almost out. We have 5 red lights, and it's away we go. What kind of mayhem are we going to see into the turn 1? Hopefully none. Looks like most everyone. Look, everyone's got away quite nicely. Ogween looks like he's got to jump into turn 1. Turns down to P3. Going to turn 1. Benson's jumped it, and now Ogween's gone very deep. Oh, they're going side by side. Benson's off the grass. It's going to end in tears. But just about everyone keeping their noses, keeping their wings. Turner into the lead, back into the lead then after losing his thing. Zach is up into P2. Look at that. And Benson did lose. He's gone down to P9 now. That's slow. Oh, he's got to be careful here. He's got cars flying left and right. Got yellow flags out. Ogween's gone. He's made a mistake somewhere, or there's been something. And he's down in P15. Both championship contenders nowhere near the podium at the moment. There's your race strategy. Oh, we've got Ferrari in the wall. It's Krigmit. And is that a safety car? No, it's a VSC. I think last week we had 5 safety cars somehow, didn't we? So it's refreshing to see a VSC. But there you go. So we can take a chill and just catch up and see where we are. So Turner is in the lead. He kept his... he's back into P1 after losing 2 positions off the grid. Zach is up into P2, Aurelian P3, Zimba P4, Kieran 1 is into P5, 6 places up from his grid position. Firmsy's P6, Benson down 4 places to P7, Meadow is P8, Zeno down 1 to P9, and Fusion Gamer up 5 places and is now in the points. Let's have a quick look at tyres. Everyone on the hards and softs, hards and mediums, I say, no. Oh, there you go, green flag, and that's Fusion getting Zeno. Look at that. That was, did he do the league overtake? I think he might have. He's giving Zeno the place back anyway. And let's see where we go from here. And just watch this battle here. This could get a bit tasty. Fusion thinking against it for now. As Kagoriak look all out of shape into there, didn't he? Giving Fusion a little bit of breathing room, and Ogween has gone from P15. He's now in P12. Let's stay on board. Will he get a run? Okay, Gorniak. He does, but he's not using a lot of battery just yet. I think Ogween knows he's got to be a bit patient. Look how much confidence he took into Ascari on the hard tyres. And there you go, just like that, Ogween will be up into P11. What about Benson? Benson still finds himself in P7. He's lagging a bit, isn't he? He's on the medium tyres, but he's not keeping up just yet, is he? Look, he's on the medium tyres. You got the P... Oh, hello. Firmsy has just decided to overtake Simba. Firmsy the first of the medium runners then. Expect to see them pitting anywhere between lap 12 to 15 really, the medium tyres. It could be anywhere. I mean, it is half and half. And Simba down another place. He's not enjoying those hard tyres, is he? As Kieran, the second runner of mediums, finds himself up in P5. Ben's still not making the inroads. Has he got? I wonder if he's got damage. He would usually be all over the back by now. But he's by this time at the moment. What about Ogween then? He's 1.2 off the back of Fusion Gamer. I imagine he'll be setting the fastest lap at the end of this lap. He's had a bit of a clear track. As there you go, Zeno concedes P9. As the medium tyres proving to be faster right now. There you go, Zeno playing a bit of chicken there. Not wanting the DRS as Fusion. Oh, he's got all out of shape. Fusion very nearly losing it there. But now, I think Zeno's lifted off too much. And it's actually going to be Ogween. Ever the opportunist. And there you go. Aurelian has overtaken Zach. Battles going on everywhere. We've got another yellow flag somewhere. Who's gone off this time? Rhino's in the pits. Oh, Zach with a big lock up there. If the game was telling the truth. We've got action all the way up and down the field at the moment. We'll stay with Zach. He's really revving that engine, isn't he? His firms are going to make a move. I wouldn't recommend it with both drivers having DRS. But we could see 3 wide going into turn 1. If these 3 have anything to do with it. All using their battery, using the slipstream. Firmsy will go to the outside. He's done well not to hit the back of Zach there. Does get out of shape. And I think Kieran could be trying to pounce here. But it's hard to know who to watch here. But there you go. Zach back up into P2. Is Kieran going to get Zach? Is Kieran going to get Ruin as well? It looks like he did the turn 1. Bit of an audacious move there, but he's made it work. Supreme driving. Oh, and Ruin's got out of shape and he's knocked Firmsy onto the grass. Not what you want to see happening, but Benson's gone from P7 to P5 now. Firmsy's lost a couple of places because of that, and he's now down in P7. The gap at the front is increasing. 2.2, the current gap. Now, will Kieran go for a move here, or will he wait until turn 1? He's using a lot of battery, so I think he's going to go for a move here. He goes to the outside, and that is easily done. But now this is where Zach will just happily stay in the DRS range and just hopefully pull himself along. But he's got to be careful because now Benster is up into P4. And down back the field, Ogween's still down there in P9. Looks like he's bringing Fusion Gamer with him. So Fusion on the medium tyres, isn't he? So I wonder if Ogween, has he got damage? Not too sure. But he's always, I think, a lot of dirty air there for Fusion because he's lost a lot of time just around that one corner. Oh, hang on. There you go. Zach back up into P2 then. These guys turn and throw with the DRS. And it's a Aurelian down to P7. Has he lost out the first corner again? He has. Getting all out of shape is Aurelian. After a great qualifying and a great start, he now finds himself down in P7. Get to Ogween isn't coming down that much, is it? It's still 1.6, 1.7. Keep an eye on it. I mean, he's got both end plates, so if he has got damage, it's going to be light. But, yeah, interesting. Right, let's watch these front guys, because this is where the action's at the moment, isn't it? Oh, what's that Benson? Oh! I think Benson might need a new pair of pants after that one. That was heart and mouth moment that was. I think Benson almost in the wall. A lot of drivers struggling under traction season, aren't they? I think Zach is going to be okay. Having said that, here comes Kieran. There he goes into turn 1. Easy as you like. DRS very powerful. Benson and Simba going at it. So Mercedes 1-4 at the moment. How long can Benster keep? Sorry, how long can Simba keep going? I think Ogween's found some pace now. He's got the gap down. Oh, that's Fusion in the background. Oh, he's lost it. Coming out of the first chicane. And I think that's going to be, yes it is. He's got a VSC. Oh, Jesus. I thought he was going to take the car out for a second there. But a second VSC then. So no safety car. Which is good. Probably didn't even need a VSC to be honest. But we got one. So that'll cool the driver's tyres down. Give them a bit of ERS to play with now. God, Benson's fallen back. He must have made a mistake somewhere. Well, I say that obviously it's VSC. Anything happen in VSC, can't it? Oh, that's Kieran in the pits. Hello. Is he, I mean, he's going to come out last. Has he got damage? Or is he just going to go to the end on the hards? Yep, no wing. Just a early pit stop. Maybe he's counting on a safety car later on to go on to some softs. But Fusion Gamer, obviously, he hasn't got a nose, so that he was scheduled in. What about Mash? Is he going from... He's going from hards to mediums, then? Or is he going from mediums to mediums? He's going from... No, it is a nose. So another nose change. Right, we are green, then. The gap is up to 3.5 seconds now. I think Zach might have been caught sleeping there at the restart. Benster certainly wasn't. He's up about 2 tenths. He's 2 tenths behind again. You can see, out of all these guys, Benster once again saving that battery. I think Firmsy was having a look there, wasn't he? But fought against it. Here he comes in. Will Firmsy make a move? Will he wait? Is he going to go out? Is he going to outbrake? No, he flips against it. Intelligent racing there from Firmsy. It would have been all too easy to stick a nose up the inside. But now, this is where he just waits for DRS. He sees Spencer. Oh, Simba's got DRS as well. So all three of them going for it. Spencer up into the podium places now. They all got DRS off Zach. And there you go. Spencer and Firmsy displace. Oh, we've got a safety car. MFG's gone off around the final corner. And we have a full course safety car. Now, this is where Kieran 1 is probably going to miss out. If everyone else pits, it's probably where he misses out a little bit now. And these guys who pitted last lap, they're not going to be able to do any undercutting because obviously that's all been negated now. So lap 8, we have our first safety car. What will people do? Let's put the tyres on for now, just to see what people do and what people are doing. Majority of the field are on the hards, of course. It's too early for the one-stoppers to go onto the mediums. And all that hard work done by Turner is has been disintegrated. The car's reset. I think Benster and Firmsy will be loving that. They've all got a pit still. Fusion Gamer in the pits again. He's got to be careful. He's not going to get lapped here. But I think he's out in time. He's now got to make sure he can catch up. And there you go, Turner in the pits. Excuse me, sneeze. So I'm guessing he'll go on the mediums. He does. Can he go 17 laps on mediums? We'll see. As there you go, every mother and their dog is into the pits, all changing tyres. Oh, a double stack of Aurelians. Well, I mean, it wasn't going to be a double stack, but Benster got caught on the way out. Are we going to see a bit of a shake-up here? And Zeno. Zeno takes the lead of the Grand Prix. He was outside the top 10 a minute ago, and now finds himself in P1. Was that a tactic from the Haas guys? MFG brings the safety car out, and then Zeno takes the lead. I don't know. I think we might have to do a steward's inquiry into that one. I do jest, of course, in case anyone thinks I am being serious. Alright then. So Kieran 1 obviously up into P3. So it has actually worked out nicely for him, actually. Finds himself a net P3 now. And he can go to the end of the race. It's the medium runners I am a little bit worried about. Can they do 17 laps? It's going to be touch and go. But if anyone could do it, these Tier 1 lads can. This is the danger of starting on the harder tyre, because there's usually an early safety car in most races these days. It's always weighing up the pros and cons. And shooting to the medium tyres on lap 10. So expect Turner to be absolutely rapid off the start. He will be looking to Build that lead back up as I press one too many buttons. There we go. Oh, hang on. What's happened here? I've had some shenanigans under the safety car. I look away for 2 seconds. Hang on. Turner wasn't in the lead a minute ago. Zeno, is he pitted? He pitted. That'll teach me to look away, won't it? Right, so. I did say Turner would take off like a rocket ship, didn't I? And now he's got a clear track in front of him. So that'll be even more music to his ears. He'll have no car to try and outspeed. The question is, when will he go? Safety car's not in yet, so he's got to be careful. There's a short burst of the line. There we go then. Turner could be in trouble here. He's got Kieran all over the back of him. Looks like Kieran's got the better speed. Is he going to take the lead in turn one? He's in the lead so far. They're going to go side by side. Looks like Turner's got it back temporarily. Oh, they've hit. They've touched. They're still touching. They're very touching. They're getting very close, and that's allowed Zach to go up into the lead. And there's spinners. There's spinners everywhere. There's that Benzer. He's had another mare start. Aurelian's. Oh, dear me. Benzer's down in P11. Oh, what a kerfuffle. All that start. The mess at the start. Has, wow, it's chopping and changing. Kieran's down to P3. Look at that. Firmsy P2. Zach P1. Turner's down to P4 now. His teammate Zimba is behind him. Ogween's up into P6 now with McDermott out of nowhere. Fights up in P7. The two Alfa Romeos, P8 and P11 now. Wow, what a bit of a shake-up that was. Bit of argy-bargy at the first corner. And the grid is now well and truly mixed up. And Zach is in medium running. He can go to the end. He's got to look after those tyres though. Can he keep Firmsy behind him? First, he'll have to do a bit of a stretch to get out of that DRS zone. As Ogween now finds himself into P5. He's made some major gains in that first lap. He's on the medium tyre, of course. And Ogween now finds himself ahead of Benson, and Benson is outside the points. Yeah. From no fault of his own. For the second time this race, Benson has been relegated to down the grid. And this time it's him who's got to catch Ogween up. And so it looks like Fusion's having a bit of a mare, as is Jake. He seems to be in the top bottom two of the whole race. But at the front, Zach still leads. Firmsy is keeping him company. No track extension penalties yet though. So everyone keeping him in the white lines. Now Will Turner, will he have another look into Kieran? He's got a lot of overspeed and he will go up into P3. Now this is where we watch Ogween. He's been pouncing a lot tonight, Ogween. And here we go then. He pulls to the left, and we've got another yellow flag. Is it Zeno and Kagoyan at this time? And this could be tight into turn 1. They've got to be careful here. Don't brake too late. Ooh! That was a bit lucky there. I think Turner might have moved a little bit under braking there. But they all survive. Benson finds himself and P10 is in the points after, I think it was Zeno who's dropped himself out, maybe. No, it was Kagoyan, wasn't it? Let's say he's in a moment somewhere. And Turner now. He's in the DRS zone. So these guys will now just pull themselves closer. There we go then. How much time can he make up on this one straight? Two tenths? 2.5 tenths? Yeah, about 2.5 tenths he's made up there. So even on that short burst of straight, DRS is very powerful. And there you go, your first track extension penalty. How powerful is it on this straight? And Jake joining out, I see. With the 3-second penalty club. Right, 6 tenths. He's already made up 2 tenths down the final corner. 1 tenth. There's 2 tenths. There's 3 tenths. So 3 tenths down that final straight. Absolutely overpowering stuff as Simba getting past Kieran here. Arudian lurking in case there's any kind of place to be stolen, and almost on the grass. We're almost 3 wide there, but you've got to be careful. That corner is very hard to go side by side, and they've managed to do it. But now, just like that. Look at that, Ogwee's in P4. Arudian's now down to P8 after losing out to McDermott there. Will McDermott go? Yes, he will. Wow, look at that. See, I'll say, will he go for the move? He does. Scintillating stuff there. Williams now running P4 and P6. Only really bettered by the P3 and P5 of the Mercedes. But let's go back to the front, shall we? Because Firmsy is hot on the heels of Zach. Firmsy yet to score a decent result this season. He's being hounded by Turner, and he's going to get boxed in here. He just goes to the insole. He just goes to the middle. He risks it. He goes a little bit deep. Oh, a bit of contact from both Zach and Turner there. Ogween once again looking to pick up any kind of pieces. Not able to this time. And some more to and fro back there. Spencer now finds himself in P9. And Simba, after that excursion, on his own a little bit now. So, I mean, I would say can Firmsy pull away, but you don't really get a lot of time. So, this will be where Zach will pull Firmsy back in. And he kind of needs it, really, to try and fend off the advances of Turner and Ogween. Sort of Firmsy there, just making his way to the middle of the track. It's kind of the best thing you can do trying to go into Ascari. But now look at that, even on the back straight here, into the Parabolica, the slipstream working wonders. And I guess this is where Zach retakes the lead, or will it be Turner? We're going to potentially see 3 wide here. There you go, there goes Zach, there goes Turner, and now will Turner go from P3 to P1? He does, look at that, up the inside, a great move from Turner. Zach stays in P2, and Turner and Firmsy swap positions. We could see this pretty much for the rest of the race now, as these guys to and fro of each other. You get the feeling that if Zach or maybe Ogween can break away, then the race could be theirs, but just the DRS is so powerful around here that they might not get the chance. So anything to play here. Anyone of these top 4, I mean, we've still got 10 laps plus this to go. So it could be anyone's race. And Simba is closing in as well. He's 1.2 behind. But it's going to be tough for him to kind of crack this DRS train. And once again, they all kind of filter through. Ascari. Zach is going to be a bit of trouble because he hasn't got a lot of battery, has he? Ogwin just sitting pretty, waiting for things to unfold. Right. Now, confirms you do it. Confirms you go from P3 to P1. You might be a little bit behind. We've got a VSC. And that kind of spoils the fun a bit, didn't it? What's happened there? Is that Jake? Has Jake not got a nose? Yeah, did he have a little spin? The third, oh, Fusion Gamer. I think he's lucky that nose cones don't cost anything again now. That'll be a second wing change of the evening. And we've got 4 cars in the pits, including both Aston Martins. And was that soft tyres for Icy? It was. Kieran going onto soft tyres now. So all these guys who may not have used a set of softs in qualifying could now find themselves. Rudian's gone for the mediums. But Kieran won. Icy. Gorniak. Jake's gone for the mediums. Fusion's gone for the soft. So we've got a bit of a mix of strategy here. But we are green. So let's concentrate back on the race as DRS flaps are back open. And now, yeah, just like that, Simba is in this fight. So we now have a 5-way fight for the victory. And medal now makes it a 6-way fight. And if we're lucky, we might even get a 7-way fight. But who do we go with? Firm. Let's go with Firmsy. Will Zach stay P2 again? We've got another yellow flag. Is it medal? Oh, medal's had a mare around there. Anyway, back to the action. We can't miss this. Looks like nothing's happening so far. There you go. Zach makes the move. Back into P1. Firmsy bides his time. I think we know that Firmsy is probably on the better tyre. In terms of getting into the race, we know those medium tyre runners in front, Zach and Turner. It won't be long before they start running out of grip. And we've got another yellow flag in sector 3. Who's it this time? Is it Aurelian? No, it's someone keeps spinning and the yellow flags keep happening. But yeah, McDermott's fallen a bit off and Benson's still there in P7. Not having a great night, is he? Poor guy. McDermott has slipped down a bit now. Simba still in the DRS. All 5 still going on here. These guys have got to be careful because we could even see this could be a race of track distance as well, because we know Monza can be quite evil for penalties. As I say that, Kieran 1 gets a 3-second penalty. Right, what's going to happen this time? The overspeed firmly gets there. Will he have a look at turn 1? He does not. It's as you were. Bit unusual for a turn 1 Monza, but there you go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cars, all using DRS. McDermott really falling down now. Bence is still there by himself. Kieran has having just set the fast to have the race on those softs. He's gonna have to get a move on if he wants to get some serious points here. But he's probably banking on these guys at the front, the medium runners, anyway, having to pit again. And if they do, then he is in a shout of getting a good result here. So here we go then. What's going to happen this time? Who will overtake who? Zach using plenty of his battery to stay ahead. We've got 6 laps remaining then. The race could be anyone's. Ooh. Oh no, he's been hit! Oh no, he's been hit! Zach's been hit from behind by Turner. He's outbraked himself, and that has allowed Firmsy into the lead now. Ogween now P2, and Simba up into P3 now, and that is a damn shame. Bit of a touch there from Turner on the back of Zach, and that is that battle gone. So now Firmsy is well in charge, but it's now his job to try and fend off the likes of Ogween and Simba. We've got another yellow flag. Who's it this time? It's Icy. Having a bit of a mare around the Parabolica. No safety car of VSC needed though. Right, will Ogween make a move? Or is he going to wait? Look at that, he's got all his battery as well. As does Firmsy, to be fair. A lot of these guys, I think it's only really Zach that's used a lot of his battery up. So this will be when I can't envisage Ogween not taking the lead here. Just look at the overspeed he's got already coming out the corner. He doesn't even need DRS at this point. And there you go, candy from a baby. As Ogween does indeed take the lead. For the first time this race, it's taken him 22 laps, but he is there. But now the question is, can he stay there? As looks like Benson and McDermott having a battle. Benson with a switchback. And up into P6 goes Benster. And who's got the fastest lap so far? Kieran. So if it stays like this, Benson will just about keep the lead of the championship. But he's got to be careful. He can't bleed too many more points. So back at the lead. Top 5 cars are still battling each other here. To wonder, I think Firmsy knows that Ogween's got speed, so I wonder if Firmsy will just be content to just sit in his DRS and just wait for maybe the last lap or second to last lap just to kind of make a move. Or will he just play DRS chicken? He may even want to swap positions. He may have done a math in his head already, who knows. Here comes Firmsy then, into turn 1, there you go. Back into the lead, what about Turner? He's found himself in P3 now. He's got to get a move on, because there could be a steward's inquiry here. If there is a steward's inquiry, he could potentially lose 5 seconds, but which would of course put Simba back on the podium. That is just all rumour talk for now. As Ked Goliak is the latest driver to get a track extension. So will he make a move, or will he just sit behind? Looks like he's just going to sit behind this time. Ooh. Close to the back of Firmsy. And Ogween. Oh, I was about to say Ogween track extension. As I was saying, thinking that Turner was the one who gets the penalty, and his track extension has actually allowed him to get past Ogween. So I wonder if that'll be looked in as well. But again, I'm not a steward, so I won't say anything. So this will be, I guess, where Turner retakes the lead of the Grand Prix. Will Ogween follow him through? Will Firmsy lose 2 positions here? I think he might do, as he comes across very to defend the inside. But Ogween says, no sir, I'm there. And Firmsy is down to P3. Zach's still using all his battery. He needs to save a little bit if he wants to have any kind of luck. Oh, and Kieran, oh, here we go. And he's retired in the pits. What? Why are we retiring the pits when he's in the points? I don't understand. Anyway, back at the front then. Oh, hello, sorry. Turner's made a mistake somewhere. And because of Kieran. And Zeno's gone now. What's up to Zeno? Has he gone retired in the pits as well? Okay, so I need to stop getting distracted. So Firmsy back up into the lead then. Turner made a mistake. And he is now well and truly out of the position. But Spencer now gets a 3 seconds. So it's all hotting up here. As we're now down to four guys for the race win. It's going to be touch and go for everyone here. We know that Ogwen will take the lead. What about Simba? What can Simba do? Oh, Haas coming out the pits. I think that's Zeno from retiring. Oh, a lot of curb there from Simba there. He's got to be careful. Turner, he's got to be quick if he wants to catch up. Benson's still lurking there in P6. He does. He is, well, we'll see. Right. 2 and a bit laps to go then, including this one. As it looks like, oh no, he's fine. It was just Turner in the background. We've still got, I mean, Simmer's 8 tenths behind now, so he's got to be careful he doesn't fall behind. Otherwise, he could potentially lose his podium. If he loses DRS, then he pretty much loses his podium. Engines reaching their peak, and there you go, Simba with the 3 seconds. The first of the front, well, the second of the front runners really. Both Mercedes drivers with a track attention penalty. So this is where the games start. Does Firmsy overtake this lap? Does he overtake next lap? Let's have a look. If I was Firmsy, I would stay behind. But that's me. I'm rubbish. As Turner's gone down again. And Firmsy, there you go, look, he lets off. He knows what he's doing, doesn't he? He knows what he's doing. Oh, and Ogween very deep into the corner there. And Firmsy has no choice but to take the lead that time. They're playing chicken with each other. And, oh, hello. Firmsy ends up in the lead of the Grand Prix. Ogween has absolutely blown it now. Oh, dear. He's... a race win is now suddenly going to find himself off the podium, but he should be alright because Simba's got a 3-second penalty. So Firmsy, all he needs to do to take his first win of the season is just to stay ahead of Zach. He can let Simba go because obviously he's got the DRS, but this is where if you're Firmsy, just use the battery. Use the battery, Firmsy. You've got 1 and a bit laps left. You can use it now, it's fine. He's got to be careful. He's got to be so careful. Ogween is back in the mix. You can see he's using the battery to pull back. Alright then. We're about to start the last lap of the Grand Prix. It's absolutely whizzed by. Only 1 safety car. I think we've got about 3 VSCs. But the action has always been at the front. Will Simba take the lead? No, he won't. I think Firmsy's got it. Firmsy's using the battery. And I believe, unless Simba makes a bit of a dive here, which he does, he has a look. Oh, and Firmsy turns in. There's contact. What's going on? Oh, and there's more contact. There's lots more contact. And Simba's gone way down. Oh, dear me. Another one for the steward's room. But, and Firmsy gets a penalty with all that. So, I mean, if it stays like this, it's going to be Zach that gets the win. But, I mean, to be honest, looking at batteries, it's probably going to be Ogween. Ogween will probably have a look into Ascari. But then Firmsy could well try and get the penalty removed. But for now, we just have to go with what we see on the track. Here comes Ogween then. Is that going to make a move? He stays to the inside, but Ogween says thank you very much and up into second place. And a net P1 as it stands because of Firmsy's penalty. And a little bit of a mess to end the Grand Prix. But just like that, Bezza finds himself into P4 now. But right, so the leader, Firmsy, will come around the final corner. He will take the checkered flag in P1. However, it will be Ogween in P2 who does take the win. Zach is promoted to P2. Benster can't quite get Firmsy. Solid P4, considering how much shenanigans he had. That's a decent lap from him, to be fair. McDermott will P5. The Mercedes drivers, absolute. I mean, they've gone from potentially looking at a double podium. The P6 and P7 are horrible into the race for the Mercedes. And Jake is unfortunately not going to be able to get a point tonight for McLaren. He'll finish just ahead of Fusion Gamer, and it's a bit naughty, Jake, but we'll allow it. Okay, Gorniak and Icy will be the final two races to cross the line. Now I see the last person to negotiate the Parabolica. And there we go. Dolphin in the chat is pointing the blame to Ogween, but of course we will. I mean, that is definitely going to be one for the stewards' room. So of course, on the night, the win does go to Ogween, but for now, he'll be on the top of the podium, but I imagine when I'm back next week, I imagine some things may change. But for now, Ogween lifts the winner's trophy. Yes, yeah, that's sprint at the start, made his way back through the field. Zach with a beautiful P2, a great race from him, and Firmsley so close to a race win. But a good podium to see. Right then, Ogween is the race winner with Zach in P2. Firmsley rounding off the podium. Benster takes P4 with McDermott in P5. Turner and Simba in P6 and P7. Aurelian, the second Alpha in P8. Medal P9 and Rhino rounding off the points. Outside the points, we've got Fusion, Jake, and Kegonic and Icy were the finishers, and then the DNFers were Zeno, Kieran 1, Mash, MFG, and of course Greg So guys, I believe that will be it for today. It's been one hell of a race, I'm sure you'll agree. Thanks for those getting involved in the chat. And if you've made it this far, of course, you are a bloody hero. Thank you guys very much for watching. Before we sign off, don't forget we are back tomorrow and Thursday for Tier 2 and Tier 3. If you can't make tomorrow and Thursday, then please make sure you join me again next week as we head to Qatar for the first time. That should be an interesting track. So then, guys, it was a chaotic end, but we got there. And again, thank you guys very much for watching. We'll see you again soon. Bye-bye for now. This is the battle of the late breakers, and a late risk gets it.
Not late break. Money War's not going to give us up without a good fight.
Oh dear me. Oh, and look at that! Pegdoniak and Charlie going at it. Go on. Side by side to the last corner, who's going to get the better traction, race on the better line. It's going to be a drag race to the finishing line.